Welcome back to my YouTube channel, where today we are diving into an enthralling tale that intertwines the worlds of currency, history, and the thrill of discovery. We will be focusing on a seemingly ordinary yet surprisingly extraordinary object, the 2002 D1 coin, which has gained notoriety and fascination for its potential value of $208 million due to significant errors and mistakes that occurred during its production. This penny, which is often overlooked in favor of larger denominations, has proven to be a treasure trove of intrigue for collectors and investors, illustrating how a simple piece of currency can transcend its face value to become a highly sought-after item with a profound backstory. Join me as we unpack the elements that contribute to the staggering worth of the 2002 D penny, from specific minting errors to the stories that enhance its desirability and the implications for collectors at every level. During the year 2002, the United States faced a series of significant events, ranging from political shifts to economic changes, directly influencing the production of its currency. It was a time when the country was still grappling with the aftermath of the 9/11 attacks, resulting in a reassessment of security, economic conditions, and consumer sentiments. Amidst this economic landscape, the U.S. Mint busily engaged in producing millions of 1-cent coins to meet the needs of a recovering economy. However, this vast production led to the inadvertent emergence of error coins that would enthrall numismatists across the nation. One of the most notable errors linked to the 2002 D1 coin is the wide AM error, a term that has rapidly become synonymous with the coin's desirability. The wide AM error occurs on the reverse side of the penny, where the spacing between the letters A and M in America is significantly wider than the spacing found in the standard design. This surprising deviation from the intended minting not only makes the coin visually distinctive but also imbues it with an intrigue that has spurred a passionate hunt among collectors eager to locate these rare variants. The rarity of the wide AM error has the potential to drive incredible prices in the marketplace, with certain examples known to command offers that reach well into the millions, creating a robust secondary market for eager buyers and sellers alike. This phenomenon serves as a reminder that in the vast and varied world of numismatics, the simple act of discovering an error can ignite excitement, spurring collectors to scour through rolls of 2002 D pennies with a keen eye, searching for even the slightest hint of that elusive error. The anticipation of discovering a wide AM penny preys on the imaginations of collectors, transforming what is otherwise a mundane act of coin collecting into a thrilling adventure marked by the hope of uncovering a hidden gem. Beyond the wide AM error, the 2002 D1 also features the intriguingly captivating clipped planchette error. This error occurs when the blank metal disc that is to be struck into a coin is cut or clipped incorrectly before entering the striking process, leading to coins that are missing design elements or feature an odd, irregular shape. Clipped planchette errors are particularly mesmerizing to collectors, as they provide a unique aesthetic that deviates from the standard coin design, showcasing the imperfections inherent in the mass production of coins. When a collector finds a clipped planchette penny, it evokes a sense of excitement and curiosity, as each coin reveals its own distinct character, with its unfinished look reflecting the hands-on processes that lie at the heart of minting. These clipped planchette coins are rare and carry an appealing aura, attracting collectors who appreciate the inherent beauty of errors and the stories they tell about the unpredictable nature of production. The 2002 D1 coin's history continues to grow with each fascinating error, fostering a sense of community among collectors who actively seek out these unique coins, proving that the pursuit of error coins extends far beyond the monetary aspects alone. As we look deeper into the world surrounding the 2002 D penny, it becomes evident that the culture of collecting plays an integral role in influencing its perceived value. Coin collection fosters an emotional connection between collectors and the pieces they acquire, driven not only by the thrill of the hunt but also by the stories tied to each error coin. When a collector successfully finds a wide AM or clipped planchette penny, it is more than just a financial gain. It is a triumph that weaves into their personal collecting narrative, creating valuable moments shared within the tight-knit community of numismatists who appreciate the significance of a well-placed error amidst the vast quantities of standard coins. The excitement fuels a growing interest in exploration and engagement, leading collectors to congregate in various platforms, whether it be online forums, social media groups, or local clubs, where they share their latest finds, discuss minting processes, and sometimes swap coins. The pursuit of the 2002 D penny has inspired countless conversations, as collectors exchange insights and experiences regarding era coins, breathing new life into their passion for collecting and instilling a sense of connection that transcends geographical boundaries. In this era of technology, the landscape of coin collecting has simultaneously expanded and evolved, enabling enthusiasts to leverage online resources and social media networks that allow them to connect with fellow collectors and access information that may have previously been difficult to find. Numerous websites and databases have emerged, enabling collectors to track auction prices, learn about era coins, and interact with experts in the field. This interconnectedness has fostered a surge in interest surrounding era coins like the 2002 D penny, illuminating its unique place within the broader context of currency history and numismatic importance. The atmosphere of anticipation surrounding the 2002 D coin extends beyond the thrill of the chase as investors recognize the potential for lucrative returns tied to the value appreciation of unique era coins. Collectors increasingly view their investments in coins not merely as hobbies but as pathways to building valuable portfolios that offer diversification for their financial assets. As prices continue to surge for particularly rare coins, the 2002 D penny has emerged as a look into the future of collecting, demonstrating how a single coin can symbolize both an investment and a passion for history. The prospect of acquiring such a valuable item is enticing for newcomers and seasoned investors alike, propelling them to scour sources for potential hidden treasures lying in plain sight. For many, recognizing the significance of era coins marks an entry point into understanding the nuanced dynamics of value, rarity, and exclusivity that characterize the numismatic market. Interest surrounding the 2002 D penny reflects broader economic principles wherein rarity and historical context converge with the emotional investment that collectors make in their pursuit of unique items, creating an environment where prices can soar and shrouded treasures can resurface unexpectedly. When we consider the broader narrative surrounding the 2002 D 1-cent coin, it becomes apparent that these individual pieces of currency encapsulate much more than monetary worth. They evoke a rich tapestry of experiences woven through time by collectors who seek to understand their histories and the impact of their findings on their lives. The 2002 D penny acts as a vessel for shared stories, celebrating the human connection to currency and forging friendships between collectors who bond over the shared pursuit of uncovering the mysteries that lie within their collections. As conversations flourish among collectors, new avenues for exploration arise, inspiring further research and inquiry into the minting process and the unique nuances tied to era coins. As members of the numismatics community connect through their passion for collecting, they cultivate an atmosphere where discoveries can generate excitement and inspire one another to seek out what lies beyond the ordinary. The journey surrounding the 2002 D 1-cent coin resonates with those who appreciate collecting not just as a monetary investment but as an experimental pursuit grounded in emotion, history, and connection to the past. Collectors recognize that each era coin represents not only an opportunity for a profitable investment but also serves as a tribute to the artistry of coin production and the human stories behind each piece. It's a reminder that what is sometimes overlooked, discarded, or deemed unworthy can become an unexpected treasure, exemplifying the beauty of human endeavor and the serendipity that follows in the path of discovery. As we celebrate the adventures of collectors searching for era coins, it's essential to recognize and honor the emotional significance that accompanies these unique finds. The satisfaction of spotting a rare wide AM penny or holding a clipped planchette penny for the first time generates a powerful emotional connection that transforms routine activities into euphoric moments. Collectors often cherish these coins not simply for their financial value, but for the stories they unfold in their day-to-day lives. As the 2002 D 1-cent coin continues to capture the imagination of enthusiasts and collectors, it invites anyone interested to reflect on their approach toward monetary objects, the inherent worth that can emerge from rarity, history, and human connection. The act of engaging with era coins reflects a notable evolution in the perspective surrounding currency. Individuals recognize that their passion and enthusiasm. Next, 1989 D1 cent USA coin. Today, we are excited to embark on an incredible journey into the captivating world of numismatics as we explore the story of a remarkable coin that many might overlook, the 1989 D1 cent coin, a penny that has been attributed with a staggering potential value of $611 million due to noteworthy errors and mistakes that occurred during its minting. Now, this may sound unbelievable, but it perfectly illustrates how a seemingly mediocre piece of currency can become a treasure in the world of coin collecting. In this episode, we will delve into the rich history of the 1989 D penny, examine the specific errors that contribute to its monumental value, and explore the broader significance of these fascinating pieces of currency as they capture the interest of collectors and investors alike. To fully appreciate the story of the 1989 D penny, let's take a moment to transport ourselves back to the year 1989. This year marked a significant time in both American and global contexts, with the fall of the Berlin Wall and the conclusion of the Cold War shaping political dialogues and cultural dynamics. While these historical events were unfolding, the US Mint was also hard at work producing vast quantities of 1-cent coins to meet the demands of the American public. Due to the consistent need for currency, particularly lower denominations such as the penny, millions of 1989 D pennies were struck and released into circulation. However, amid this extensive production process, a limited number of these coins emerged with striking errors that would make them rare and valuable in the eyes of collectors. One of the most notable errors associated with the 1989 D 1-cent coin is the wide AM error. This error occurs on the reverse side of the penny, specifically where the letters A and M in America are spaced farther apart than during the usual minting process. To the untrained eye, it may seem insignificant, but for avid collectors and numismatists, such a deviation generates significant interest and can dramatically increase the coin's market value. The rarity of the wide AM error creates a sense of urgency among collectors, who actively search through rolls of 1989 D cents and examine their change for this distinctive feature. When a collector successfully uncovers a wide AM penny, the elation that follows is palpable. It speaks to the thrill of the hunt and the excitement of discovering something incredibly rare. Coins bearing this error often command astronomical prices at auctions, with some examples fetching millions of dollars. This simply demonstrates the principle of rarity driving demand within the collecting community and showcases how something as seemingly simple as a spacing error on a coin can become an avenue for significant financial return. In addition to the wide AM error, another significant mistake found on the 1989 D penny is the clipped planchette error. A clipped planchette arises when a metal disc intended to be struck into a coin is improperly cut before the minting process begins. This results in coins that have portions missing from their surfaces, creating a visually striking artifact that is highly sought after among collectors. The allure of a clipped planchette penny lies not only in its visual aesthetics but also in the story it tells about the minting process itself. Such errors are tangible remnants of the complexities and imperfections inherent in mass currency production. Collectors are drawn to these unusual coins, recognizing that each clipped planchette presents a distinctive opportunity to own a piece of history. The rarity and uniqueness of such errors elevate their value and desirability, making them prized finds in any numismatic collection. The 1989 D 1-cent coin encapsulates how a single error can redefine the narrative around a piece of currency and transform it into an exceptional artifact with significant financial implications. Furthermore, the errors associated with the 1989 D penny are just the tip of the iceberg when considering the broader cultural significance of error coins and their impact on the collecting community. As the interest in coin collecting continues to grow, we observe a lively dialogue among collectors who share their stories, tips, and experiences about uncovering rare artifacts and navigating the ever-changing numismatic market. The thrill of seeking out prized coins creates community bonds. Enthusiasts connect over their shared passion in pursuit of the succeeding rare find, and discussions swirl around the merits of different era coins as collectors educate one another about identifying valuable pieces and properly caring for their collections. The act of searching for the 1989 D penny, whether through local banks, coin shops, or even online marketplaces, ignites intrigue as people embark on their journeys filled with anticipation and hope. Online forums and social media platforms dedicated to numismatics have become hubs for sharing knowledge, showcasing collections, and strengthening ties within the community, fostering an environment where learning from one another enhances the collecting experience. It's common for collectors to post pictures of their latest acquisitions or share insights into the nuances of recognizing valuable errors, ultimately heightening the sense of shared knowledge and fellowship among enthusiasts. Additionally, the investment angle associated with the 1989 D penny cannot be overlooked. Many collectors and investors recognize that era coins represent not merely a hobby but a viable investment opportunity as unique pieces continue to appreciate in value. The growing popularity and marketability of pennies with errors have put the 1989 D penny at the forefront of discussions surrounding collectible currency as investors jockey for position in an increasingly competitive landscape. Various resources can aid collectors in tracking trends, analyzing auction results, and understanding the factors that drive demand for such unique coins, propelling them toward sound investment decisions. This speculative aspect of numismatics has sparked excitement among hobbyists venturing to maximize their collection's potential while seeking significant returns on their investments over time. In the context of the greater economic landscape, the relationship between rarity and valuation of era coins can serve as an indicator of market sentiment. When collectors display increased interest in certain era coins, it often signals a broader shift within the numismatic community toward those pieces believed to yield promising returns. This dynamic further reinforces the importance of understanding the market forces at play and their correlation with collector interest, lending credence to the notion that the pursuit of era coins can yield both thrilling adventures and the potential for financial gain. As we continue to explore the 1989 D 1-cent coin and its myriad of errors, it's critical to consider the cultural ramifications of coin collecting at large. The collecting hobby represents not only an avenue for investment but also a means of preserving history and personal connections. By engaging with artifacts like the 1989 D penny, collectors foster relationships with the past, connecting with the stories embedded in each coin that recalls moments of American history. Every mistake made during minting serves as a testimony to the human element behind currency production, inviting collectors to appreciate both the art and science behind these pieces of money, a venture well worth pursuing, as it enriches one's understanding of economic history. As the landscape of currency continues to evolve, the appreciation of era coins will remain a vital aspect of the collecting narrative, reflecting society's values and interests. The fascination surrounding the 1989 D penny transcends its face value, highlighting how everyday objects can carry deep significance and create lasting connections over time, both to the currency itself and to the larger societal context. In this fast-paced, ever-changing world, the act of seeking out these unique pieces of history reflects individuals' desires to forge connections, immerse themselves in the stories that shaped our culture, and cultivate community ties that endure. We encourage all viewers to consider their own experiences with coin collecting and the unique paths they've traversed in pursuit of rare finds. The sentiment and connections fostered through collecting provide a sense of belonging and shared experience that amplifies the joy of ownership, while simultaneously celebrating the history of currency that inspires and sustains the passion for collecting. What's more, each new discovery transforms not just that person's individual story, but also enriches the collective narrative of the numismatic community at large. As our digital age allows people to forge connections without geographical boundaries, the yearning to uncover treasures that carry stories from the past grows stronger. Not only do participants seek valuable coins like the 1989 D penny, they develop bonds between one another, creating a space for dialogue and connection that transcends time and distance. In this way, we see how appreciating the value of era coins like the 1989 D penny touches not only upon financial aspects but also brings to light the shared humanity fostered through the quest for knowledge, understanding, and community. The interaction between collectors not only breathes fresh air into the hobby but cultivates an environment where newcomers are welcomed and seasoned enthusiasts learn from one another, further enriching the experience and highlighting the importance of community within numismatics. In light of our exploration about the 1989 D coin, we recognize that these processes are ongoing and evolving. Every year presents fresh opportunities to discover, to learn, and to connect. Opening.